The reason why below bare minimum low effort men love to scare us with the prospect of being alone, of being worthless, is because they are projecting their fears of being alone and worthless. They simply cannot fathom that women are choosing to be single. Because a man who does not have access to women is a loser.
I want you to shut the f up.
It's a give a fuck what you're thinking. Talk your thoughts.
Look, lady, 97% of women on the planet don't choose to be single. And the 3% that do aren't on TikTok trying to prove it. So please just cut it out. Nobody believes you.
It's unbelievable.
As per the rules of the games of men, they cannot understand that they are not trophies in the world of women. Do you get it now? That's why they're always projecting,
you're gonna hit the wall, you're gonna be worthless, so many bodies, you're not even a virgin.
like, that's why, because they are projecting their fears of being worthless.
Ma'am, if you weren't worthless, you'd be doing something more productive with your time right now than this. On the internet arguing with so-called losers about you hitting the wall. Why are you addressing these men if they're so worthless and, they're so insignificant? It's not adding up. I'm trying to do the math in my head and it's not mathing. If you had such high self-worth, you wouldn't have to put all the chemicals and bullshit in your face to feel like a somebody.
If women found out that men found clown noses desirable, Gucci and Louis Vuitton would be sold out in 6 months of clown noses and sell them motherfuckers for $500 a piece. And you think I'm joking? I'm dead serious.
I read this TikTok and I'll credit her here. She said that men love to scare women about hitting the wall because they're projecting their own fears of being at the wall. Because men are born at the wall. Then they have to prove themselves to get out of the wall.
That doesn't even make sense.
Do you get it now? So they're always projecting their fears onto women about hitting the wall because they are at the wall.
Yes, men actually have to become something in the world and women can just stand there with something tight. And that makes us worthless and you worth something? Make it make sense. So your contribution to the world is I'm cute. And that's something we should admire and respect?
No.
And we should look down on men for actually doing something and giving something to society and becoming a meaningful member of society while you just stand there and look cute?
Oh, come on!
You really do need a man.
Bestie, I'm telling you, there is no wall for women. Women are desirable at any and all ages. Now you know.
Is it just me, or all the boss babes and all the girl bosses and all the girls that were or want to be or that are no longer wanting to be that anymore? Like, we want to have a family, we want to be in our feminine energy, we want to live that life now. Like, what happened this year?
It was a trend. It probably was just a TikTok trend. Y'all all just follow each other. You'll change your life path based on the latest trending hashtag. So that was probably the shift. And maybe due to the popularity of this type of content where dudes actually hit you with reality and you couldn't run and duck from it because everybody was talking about it. And there's no such thing as switching feminine energy on and off. Look, you're either feminine or you're not. If you're on the internet talking about what needs to be done for you to flip the feminine switch, you're not feminine. And men are hip to your game and we're telling you to F off. Stay in your masculine energy, sis. We don't give a f no more.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
All you gotta do is accept the reality that a 400-pound, balding, 46-year-old man would be doing you the favor by being with you at this point. So go ahead and take the deal. Go in your inbox, open one of his messages and say, hey, big boy, I'm all yours now.
If it might just be like For You page, sprinkle, sprinkle. But if you know, you know.
I told you.
We're all done. We're like, no, you know what? We tried it, we did it, we can do it. That's not what we want.
Oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow, oh wow.
I guess I spent so many years with the career in the beginning, which was a waste of time. I'm going to tell all young girls that I meet, it's a waste of time.
Well, what career was that? I mean, all careers aren't a waste of time. Let me guess. You started the OF and made $3 in a month. And that's why she's saying careers are a waste of time.
Come back when you change your mind, hun.
And yeah, and then I guess it was just, I don't know, honestly.
Here's the thing, like, the girls don't like it when I say it, but when another girl says it, maybe it might hit home. Because I tell girls this all the time, don't piss away your top years.
I was going to say, genuinely, like, I try to tell my younger girlfriends this, like.
They don't care.
What do they tell you when you tell them, like, yo, find a man now when you're still young and attractive? You know, get the best guy that you can. Leave the casino when the chips are up.
Yeah, I just think that the feminism and woke culture is just so strong, and it's really hard to kind of change minds at this point.
Oh no, if a chick is young and cute, you're not going to be able to tell her nothing. That's like an 18-year-old guy becoming the heavyweight champion of the world and having $100 million. You ain't going to be able to tell that little motherfucker shit. The comment she's reacting to says, I'm 42, I don't have kids because I never found the right partner to start a family. I'm very disappointed and feel ashamed of that. I'm left out.
What does dumb bitchinese translates into? Because she'll have you believe in this dingbat.
Dumb thoughtanese translation. I'm 42 and I never found Mr. Perfect from a fairy tale, so I never, settled down with anybody, and now I feel left out. You should feel left out. You were selfish, you were shallow, you were superficial, and that's why you're in this position you're in now. I don't feel bad for you. You had plenty of options from 15 to 42. You thought you were too good for everybody, so you deserve to be alone. How many hearts did you break along the way on your journey? So yeah, I don't feel bad. And here's the kicker. She still got guys in the friend zone right now at 42, but she'd rather be single than be with one of them. Because she still feel like at 42 she deserved Prince Charming.
Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga!
Because as a woman, the older you get, the more serious you get.
As they've gotten older and it gets worse and worse and worse, the attitudes get worse and worse.
I am having like all the feels right now. I mean, my birthday's in about a week, so I've got all of that coming up, and reading through these comments is really intense, and I can relate to them so much. This is my story right here.
Tough luck.
Don't you dare feel bad. Now, if this was a vet talking about they're having some intense feelings because it's an anniversary of them seeing one of their friends get blown to smithereens, then I would feel bad. Look, trust me, I've heard some horrific stories of things people went through, and I have compassion and sympathy for them and empathy. But some old washed up thought who been curving good guys and nice guys and respectable guys for a lifetime, and now she feeling the consequences and she want the world to shed a tear?
Not a chance.
I spent my 30s in a relationship with a man that I was very much in love with and expected to marry and have a kid with. And when I was 38, he left me for a 20-year-old's. And it was so funny because at the time, I was amazingly optimistic. I really believed that, I was going to go out. I got a new job. I somehow managed to turn my life around after all of that. And I was absolutely convinced that my horrific experience in romantic relationships was like statistically likely to take a turn for the better, and that I was going to meet someone and I was going to be able to have a baby right under the wire.
Somebody done told you wrong.
Why would you wait to get to the point where you got to shoot a buzzer beater? But there's a few things I want to touch on. A lot of times when women say, oh, my man left me for a younger woman, no, he left you because you were unbearable and intolerable, and he just happened to get with a younger woman next.
Always check the facts. Then you decide. That's a tip from me, Mr. T.
He didn't leave you for a younger woman. I mean, sometimes it happens, but I think they just word it that way so they can get sympathy. In reality, he left you because you were terrible to be around. And another thing I want to point out, she said, oh, I was in a long relationship in my 30s. You left out your 20s, man. What were you doing in your 20s?
I see what you did there. I know.
So you got to be careful when you listen to women talk, because they're going to try to steer you where they want you to go without asking crucial questions.
But that did not happen, not even by a long shot. And in fact, the experiences that I had with dating were just as bad, and in one case, worse.
Duh.
To the point where I've now opted out of dating altogether.
I know many people would say I should take the high road and wish her the best and hope that she finds somebody. But the reason I can't do that is because she's going to ruin some good man's life and he doesn't deserve it. So yeah, it's just best for everybody if you just stay out of the dating market, man. There's other ways you can find fulfillment in life. I don't wish any harm on you. I don't wish any bad for you. I don't wish that you're miserable for the rest of your life. Look, go do something productive. There's plenty of things you could do with your time. Learn how to fly a plane or something. But stay the fuck away from men in a romantic way.
You get to say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow one thing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red